So let's have a recap on what we achieved in this section of the course. So firstly, we created our second application, which was a much more visual application than the first one. We looked at layouts and how to add buttons to the screen, and we also found out how we can use the graphical user interface, or we can do the same editing via text files. In addition, we created our button and we actually built the functionality in it so that it would display a message elsewhere every time it was tapped. Now we added a count to it as well, so we stored the number of times the button was tapped and displayed that on screen. We also talked more about and showed examples of objects getting data. So we showed how one object can retrieve data from another object. In this example, it was the status menu item reading the value of the current text from the text area. We discussed duplication, really how important it is, or how bad duplication in your source code is a bad thing as a programmer. And I showed you one example of removing duplicate code to make the code easier to read, but also less likely to have bugs and easier to maintain. So coming up, our third application. 2 applications down, so let's move into a still more complex application. The ever trusty but very useful calculator is going to appear in application 3. It's going to take shape in the next section. Now don't overlook this. I know that you might be thinking that a calculator is a very basic application. Very useful though, because it's really going to show you how screen design works in a better sense, how to align things and get things working and so forth. So it's a natural progression as we're going through, and I think you'll enjoy it. So don't miss it. We'll see you in the next section.